holistic movement, spiritual, psychic development and improvement.
Hey guys, how y'all doing? We've had an eventful week.
And it all began with the bus. Or without the bus.
So what happened? So basically, first of all, let me say, just imagine trying to navigate a bus system of a country you don't know in a language you do not speak. Yeah. So that was our first challenge. Trying to get into town with using the bus that comes every 3 hours.
Yeah.
Not knowing where to stand for the bus.
Apparently the bus shelter isn't the bus stop. Just put it that way.
Well, let's say what happened. So one of the first days that we attempted to go into town, we sat and stood at what we thought was a bus stop for about like 2 hours. Then we watched the bus come and go without us.
Like, I made direct eye contact with the bus driver.
Yeah. And he kind of just...
Yeah. And then there was people across the street that just laughed at us.
Yeah, so it turned out we weren't standing in the right spot, but we were standing there for 2 hours, and somebody could have let us know that.
Or even after the fact, like, yeah, that's not a bus stop.
Yeah. So that was fun. That was a nice 2 hours spent in the sun.
But it's okay, because we got some coconut ice cream when we went home.
Yeah. And we learned. We learned that wasn't the bus stop.
Yeah.
So the next day, we're like, okay, we're not giving up. Like, we need to get into town. We need to essentially take out money from our bank. Yeah. So we realized where the actual bus stop was, because there was 2 options and it wasn't option 1. So we're like, okay, it has to be option 2. So we got up really, really early and we stood and waited for the bus at option 2. The bus came. We did good. Hey guys, so we're waiting at what we believe to be the bus stop. This is how it's looking. Now the reason why I say believe to be, yeah, you tell them why.
Because we waited under something that looked like this yesterday for like 2 hours. And then the bus drove by us, so I'm guessing that's not the bus stop.
Yeah. I don't know if you guys heard him, but yesterday we waited at a different terminal looking thing, and we waited for 2 hours, got up when the bus came, and the bus blew by. And our jaws dropped, and we got laughed at. Yeah, the girls across the street laughed at us. It was very much a mean girl moment. It was a mean girl moment. So now we're here. We walked about 10 minutes from our house in there, and we checked the bus schedule, and you know, we're trying. We don't know anything for certain, but this is how you learn. This is what my bun is saying today. Thank you, baby. But yeah, yesterday we just went home after that. Like, that was enough for the day. So fingers crossed we have the right place, the right stop, and the right time. And we'll get back with you guys once we're on the bus. So, mind you now, we're on the bus, okay, and we don't know the stops. We don't know the time.
We just know that there's this one road that goes where we need to go. And the bus just goes up that road. So once we see something that we recognize, that's when we get off.
Yeah, and that worked for us. We saw Scotiabank. Essentially, we saw Scotiabank. There's a Scotiabank here in Costa Rica. And luckily for us, we banked with Scotiabank, right? So you think it'd be easy to get our money. We get to Scotiabank now, after figuring out a way to this town, and our cards don't work at Scotiabank. For some reason, we weren't able to take out money from Scotiabank.
Scotiabank won't deal with international cards. They won't give you money. They won't help you at the teller. They're not allowed to. Even though we're with Scotiabank. And none of the other ATMs or other banks worked either. So we spent about like 3-4 hours doing that. And then we had to call the bank because my card was locked from trying to take out money so many times. And they said basically, we can't do shit for you.
So it was just so funny because the day before we missed the bus.
It's not funny.
But like it's funny because we can laugh about it now. Like the day before we missed the bus, like it was all to teach us to just be self-efficient, right? The day before we missed the bus, we're like, alright, it's done. Like we're going home. The next day we caught the bus, woke up very early, went to the bank thinking we're gonna take our money, we'll be back home in a few hours. No. We dealt with that whole situation for like a total of 5 hours. Called the bank, they granted us international access, like to use our cards internationally. But the bank here in Costa Rica wouldn't deal with our international accounts, right? They just didn't have access to those accounts, so we couldn't use that bank. So imagine how frustrating it was. Like we're down to a little bit of cash dollars. Like we can't access our banks. Everybody at the bank doesn't speak English, so we're kind of like winging it here with body language. And
we don't even have phone plans yet either to like use a translate app. So we're just kind of like,
we didn't have like Wi-Fi. Like we didn't have like what he was saying. Like we didn't have like phone plans to like use data and stuff. But what is so interesting about the town that we were in was that they had like local.
The center of the town, they have like Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Like, there's like a park in the middle. Like I guess it's because it's the main city, but there's Wi-Fi all throughout the park, which is
super cool. Yeah, so we were able to like stay in the city and like use the outdoor Wi-Fi or the local Wi-Fi and kind of like call our banks that way. And they weren't really able to help us, luckily. Today's been a hard day. We've been unsuccessful with getting money out of our bank here. I don't know why it's so difficult. We bank with Scotiabank, and there's a Scotiabank here, and we can't get the money out of our bank account. I don't know what's going on. We've been here for like 5 hours trying to figure this out. We're on hold with the bank. No results. It's very frustrating.
Hello?
Oh my gosh. No. We have more than one bank account that we bank with more than one bank. So
moral of the story, Scotiabank cave.
Moral of the story is always have another option for yourself. So we have a few banks, so we weren't stuck with just one bank. So his card ended up getting locked. We couldn't use his card. That was very inconvenient. Then we found a bank, and we had to basically pay $80
to take out money.
To take out money. That was like the fee we had to pay, and that's like ridiculous.
So we got our money and we went home to bed.
Yeah, because that day was like a very, very, very draining day.
Crazy.
Then we got home after such another long day. Okay, an hour bus ride home, a walk from the street main road, and the power is out.
No lights, no Wi-Fi, no phones, no data.
No, nothing. And honestly, I felt like it was just a sign to say go the fuck to bed because it's been a day. So guys, we came home after a long day, and it's a blackout. our power's out. And it's a very common thing here in Costa Rica, depending on the area that you're in. It's also rainy season. Hear that rain? That rain coming. Damn. So yeah, it's also rainy season. And it rains at random times. And sometimes the rain can cause a tree to knock down one of the lines, or a tree falls on the line, or I don't know, whatever it is that causes the power to go out. And it's not just our house, it's within the whole neighborhood actually. So thankfully for our phones, I was able to heat up dinner, eat. We're probably gonna go lay down. But if you are thinking of moving to Costa Rica, I would say invest in like a lantern or like candles or something for when this happens. We have to get some. And the longest that I've seen the power's been out so far has been like 2 hours. I don't know if the power is gonna be back on tonight because the rain is coming down. We were still able to cook because we have a gas stove. So you just kind of light the stove. We were able to shower. So we're probably just gonna go to bed. It's only like 6 p.m. right now in Costa Rica, but we've had a very, very long day. I would say long 2 days, and tomorrow we have another long day ahead of us because we're not done handling our business. Yeah, so here in Costa Rica, like, it's very common that the power will go out in certain areas, because the rain, sometimes trees fall on the line. So it's not every day, it's just like here and there, like the power will go out for a few hours and stuff. So we got home at like probably like 5, power was out, and then we just went to bed.
Yeah, I went to bed by 6.
So day 3 now. So we've already had 2 long days. So
this
day
is the
3.
crazy day.
What happened on day 3? Like, I don't even remember how it went down. Oh, I know.
We went to get phones.
No, Sims.
Yeah. Phone plans.
So we went to go get Sims because we're like, yo, we need to be able to call and text and stuff. So we went to go get Sims. This day was actually a very, very, very good day overall. We went to go get Sims. Everything was going smoothly. After we got our Sims and our new numbers, we waited for the bus to go back into town because we had to take out more money. We met a friend,
Mr. Kendall.
and I believe Kendall
At the bus stop too.
At the bus
stop. So the
stop.
full circle came back around to the bus stop.
Yeah.
But yeah, Kendall was definitely sent to us.
Yeah.
Because he was just a blessing that day, honestly. Super cool kid.
Yeah, like so we met Kendall, basically. We started talking or whatever. He's fluent in Spanish, but then also he's lived in
Canada.
Toronto. So like, connection, you know, like it felt good to kind of know somebody who was able to, like, was from here, but then also like knew about where we were from too. So it kind of felt like he kind of felt a little familiar because he knew, like, you know. So yeah, Kendall was definitely set for us that day because we unexpectedly.
Hold on.
Oh, okay.
You're skipping parts.
Okay.
So we weren't able to take out all the money that we needed.
Oh yeah.
So we had to go back to the city the next day to take out another half of the money, which would be another $80. But Kendall was like, my ex-girlfriend had this issue too. But then we went to this one bank machine and it just, let us do it. So he took us to the bank machine and it worked. Like $3 charge instead of $80.
What?
And it was the same amount that we took the day before.
Guys, you gotta understand, like, we went to like 3 or 4 different banks that declined us like service, like we can't help you, like you're out of luck type shit. And Kendall comes along and is like, yo, try this bank ATM out.
Yeah.
And we were able to take out our money. We're like, yo, I was so grateful. I was like so grateful because what we had went through the day before, we felt so like depleted and like this is not sustainable. We can't pay $80 every time we need to take out money. So that was the first blessing on its own. Go ahead.
So then I had arranged that meeting with someone to look at a car. So Kendall was like, I'll come with you. They don't speak Spanish. I speak Spanish.
Mind you,
let's go.
I was already kind of worried about this whole exchange of car looking because we don't speak Spanish.
Yeah.
So like I was like, how are we even going to?
We don't speak Spanish
yet. How are we even going to do any type of like? How are we going to communicate with this man? You know, we don't speak Spanish. Not only that, but I feel like this could be like a universal thing. Like when you speak the native language of where you are, the people treat you differently, right? Like when they see that there's something like a language barrier, or just like you're not from there, you're not familiar with how things work, like
they see an opportunity.
They see an opportunity to take advantage of you. Yeah. So that was my main, concern. Like, yo, we're about to go meet up with this guy with nobody, like just us two English speakers. What's wrong?
She's in the window.
That's why she sounds so close. We gotta get her. Go get her. You gotta get her. You gotta get her, baby.
Oh my god. This cat is crazy. You recording it?
Yes.
We're getting to this part. But where are we? Car.
Yeah, like I was concerned about how we would go about even looking for a vehicle. Yeah. So Kendall was perfect. They were talking on the bus, and somehow he kind of just came along with us to go check out this car.
And he wanted to too. Like he offered.
And Kendall is basically our interpreter. Like he's our translator. Like he's going back and forth. Like
the guy speaks no English.
So basically, what he's saying is, that's how it went. And I was just sitting there like, how would we have done this without you? So Kendall was a big blessing that day because we actually ended up buying that car that day.
We ended up going to the lawyers, filling out the work, and we drove home that day.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. You helped us.
And then the next day.
The very next day, this little girl came into our lives.
This is Kaya.
She's gonna meow. We got a cat. A kitten. Hi, Kaya. Kaya. She's crazy. So basically the next day after we got our car, we were like, first of all, we were feeling very grateful, just very like...
And we were ready to just stay home after that.
Oh yeah.
After the week we had, we're like, yo.
3 long days?
We decompress.
I'm still decompressing.
Yeah, facts.
But the next day we were chilling at home. We went to go introduce ourselves to the neighbor. And she's like, yo, I rescued 2 cats yesterday and I only really wanted 1. So do you want a cat? Do you want a kitten?
Comes with all the vet bills, comes with food, comes with a cat litter.
And I was like, I don't know.
But I liked her, so I wanted her. So she said we could take a trial run. And so we did. And now we have this little being.
It was just very, like, what? A kitten?
Yeah.
Like, do I really want a responsibility outside of myself?
And when we went to Ghana, we had to get rid of our dog. This was kind of like full circle that I noticed. Coming back our second chance to be pet parents.
I guess it's our prep. for the real deal. But I was just kind of like, I don't know if I want a cat. Like, I've never had a cat. I've never been allowed to have a cat because my brother was always allergic to cats. So I was like, I don't know about no cat. But so far so good. It's been like, it's her second week with her.
Yeah.
It's been 2 weeks with Kaya.
She loves it here.
And
We love her.
she takes care of herself. Yeah. She's a kitten, so we do have to watch her. As you saw, she was being crazy right there, climbing up the thing. But she takes care of herself. Like, you know, I don't gotta train her. I don't gotta...
Cats over dogs.
She's just a little crazy. She's a little crazy.
She's
But
nice.
yeah, we're super, super grateful that we were blessed enough to
Meet Kendall.
meet Kendall.
Find someone to get money. And have a nice car. And then, this little blessing.
Yeah. Like, I was not expecting,
Any of this. Yeah.
especially not to have a kitten. Like,
Yeah.
I was...
I didn't see that coming.
We had a whole dog last year, and I was like, I'm good off of it.
Yeah. I didn't think we were gonna have a car this quick either. Like, I was just going to check out the car. I didn't expect to be buying it yet.
So that was the last
Crazy week. Crazy week.
Yeah. So
But we're stronger now.
we're wiser now.
Yeah, thanks. And we have
yeah.
a friend besides Kyra, Kendall. So.
Yeah, that too. We have our first like Tico friend,
Mhm.
right? So like that's really cool. And he's gonna be teaching us Spanish.
Facts.
Hey. He's gonna be teaching us Spanish. So like just blessings on top of blessings. So
Abundance.
I don't know what.
Leave her.
No, she's gonna run.
No, she's not leaving.
I don't know what else is in store, but I'm very excited.
This is just the beginning. How long has it been? 2.5 weeks?
3.
3 weeks?
Mm-hmm.
Today?
This is our 3rd week right now. So tomorrow's Friday. This is our 3rd week.
Okay.
How do you like it so far?
I love it. I feel like I'm adapting very well. And I'm just allowing Spirit to flow me to where I need to be and want to be. Because where I need to be is where I want to be. And yeah, enjoying life with you again. Living with you again.
That was that.
I love it.
You do?
I missed it.
Yeah. It's nice. So just 2 crazy kids living in the Costa Rican jungle. If you guys enjoyed this video, I hope you guys tune in for next week's video. I don't know what's in store. Like, things just keep popping up.
Yeah.
So I'm excited, you know, to see what else is in store for us. But if you're not subscribed, please subscribe if you want to follow along
Click the
our
button.
journey.
Click the button.
And yeah.
We're on the road to 500 subs.
Yeah. Get us to the. Make sure you go stream Daggyless Daughter on all streaming platforms.
Available now.
And you need to go get your kitten.
Yeah, I'm gonna get my cat. Anyways.
Bye guys.